She told me she was heading out for a girls' weekend. I trusted her, at least until her best friend, Jen, forgot to remove me from her private Snapchat story. That's when I saw the first video. Sarah, sitting on another man's lap on a boat, his arms around her waist. I didn't say anything. Instead, I quietly canceled her return flight. 2 days later, she found herself stranded at the airport. I've been working for the same airline for almost 9 years. I started in baggage handling when I was in college, moved into customer service, and eventually worked my way up to scheduling routes for the East Coast. It's not the most glamorous job, but the pay is solid and the travel perks are unbeatable. These perks extended to Sarah, my girlfriend of 3 years. Free flights, hotel discounts, priority boarding, the works. She loved it. Sometimes, deep down, I wondered if she loved the benefits more than me. A month ago, Sarah mentioned that Jen was planning a girls' getaway to Miami. She'd been feeling overwhelmed with her nursing job, and I thought the trip would be good for her. I even went the extra mile, pulling some strings to book her flight at a discount, upgrading her seats, and arranging for a bottle of champagne to greet her on the plane. I wanted it to be special. The Thursday before she left, I helped her pack. She was beaming, chatting about beach days and spa treatments. When I dropped her off at the airport that Friday morning, she kissed me long and hard, joking, "Don't miss me too much. It's just us girls anyway." I got caught up with a weather delay that had thrown our Chicago operations into chaos. Around 7 p.m., my phone buzzed. Jen had updated her private Snapchat story. I didn't think much of it. We were friendly, but not exactly close. Out of habit, I opened it. The first video froze me in my tracks. There she was, Sarah, on a boat, sitting on some guy's lap. His arms were tightly wrapped around her waist. She leaned into him, laughing as he whispered something in her ear. In the background, the champagne I had arranged was sitting in an ice bucket. Her hand rested casually on his thigh. The way she tilted her head when he spoke, a gesture I thought was meant only for me, felt like a punch to the gut. The caption under the video read, "Day 1 and Sarah's already making friends. Get it, girl." I replayed it a few times, each loop driving the knife in deeper. Then came more posts. Group shots of the beach club with 3 guys I didn't recognize, Sarah dancing closely with the same man from the boat, a boomerang of them taking shots, his arm draped over her as though they'd known each other forever. It was clear this wasn't the girls-only trip she had promised. I thought about calling her right then, confronting her, demanding an explanation, but I didn't. Instead, I set my phone down and turned my focus back to the flight disruptions, handling the chaos with a strange, detached calm. My shift ended at 11 p.m. The drive home was silent, the hum of the tires the only sound. By the time I pulled into the driveway, I knew the relationship was over. There was no saving it, but I didn't want an ugly scene or an emotional farewell. She didn't deserve the courtesy of a big conversation. I wanted something that matched the betrayal, quiet, clean, final. I sat down at my laptop, logged into the airline's employee portal, and made some changes. Her return flight had been booked under my employee companion benefits, which required active employment and a current relationship. I updated my HR profile, removing her from my list of beneficiaries. Company policy meant her seat wouldn't be outright canceled, but now she would be flagged for payment verification at the airport. Since she no longer qualified for the companion fare, she'd have to pay the full last-minute rate if she wanted to board. After that, I went upstairs and began packing her things. I wasn't angry. I wasn't in a rush. I simply went through the house, carefully separating her belongings from mine. Clothes folded neatly into suitcases, toiletries bagged, books and knickknacks wrapped securely. 3 years of memories, methodically packed and ready for her to pick up. I didn't check her Snapchat again. I didn't need to say a word. I already knew everything I needed. Saturday passed in a blur of cleaning and organizing. I scrubbed the house from top to bottom, erasing every trace of a presence. By Sunday, I was ready. Meanwhile, miles away, Sarah was realizing she no longer had a flight home. In the quiet aftermath, I changed the sheets, rearranged the furniture, and wiped clean our shared playlist, dismantling the life we once shared without exchanging a single word. Sarah's story, however, kept updating. Smiling photos from Miami, captions filled with sunshine and laughter, completely unaware of the storm waiting for her back home. She sent me a few casual texts, keeping up the illusion of a carefree girls' trip. Miss you. The spa was amazing. Jen says, hi. We're having dinner at that place you loved. Wish you were here. Don't work too hard. I replied just as nonchalantly, playing along. Glad you're having fun. Weather looks perfect. Say hi back. Enjoy the food. Miss you too. See you tomorrow. Sunday came, and I checked her flight. Still scheduled, still on time. I packed her things into the car. Every suitcase, every box was a quiet ending. Then I drove to her sister Megan's house. When Megan opened the door, confusion swept across her face at the sight of me and the luggage. Is everything okay? She asked. Not really, I replied calmly. Sarah and I are done. These are her things. I handed Megan my phone, opened to Jen's story from Friday night, showing the video proof that Sarah's girls' trip had been a lie. Megan's confusion shifted into slow-burning anger as she watched. Her eyes met mine. I'm so sorry. I had no idea, she said. It's not your fault, I replied. But I can't have her things here anymore. I'll be changing the locks tomorrow. Megan hesitated for a moment before nodding. Together, we moved Sarah's belongings into the garage. Before I left, I handed Megan an envelope containing a house key and a letter. Can you make sure she gets this? I asked. I will, she promised. Then, unexpectedly, she hugged me. For what it's worth, you deserve better, she said. That evening, Sarah's flight landed right on time, but I could already picture the chaos that ensued. She would have gone to check-in, only to be told her companion travel benefit was canceled. A full-price ticket, nearly $600. She'd likely have scrambled, maxed out her cards, and received no help. I didn't need to imagine it for long. Megan kept me updated. Sarah had called, panicking. She missed her flight. Then she asked me to Venmo her money. I told her I knew everything. She hung up. Later, Jen posted one last picture of Sarah, curled up in a corner of the airport, her beach tote clutched to her chest. The caption read, stranded in MIA because of ticket issues. Guess the party's officially over. I slept better that night than I had in months. Monday morning, my phone lit up with a barrage of messages from Sarah. You knew and let me sit here all night. Answer me, you coward. I had to sleep on the floor because of you. How could you do this after everything? I didn't reply. By midday, the tone shifted. Please, I can explain. It wasn't what it looked like. That guy meant nothing. It was harmless fun. I love you. Only you. Please talk to me. Still, I stayed silent. That evening, she managed to book a budget flight and arrived at the house. But when she tried to get in, her key no longer worked. The security camera pinged. She rang the doorbell over and over, then sat on the porch, calling Megan when she finally realized no one was coming. Megan picked her up. I'm sure she handed Sarah the envelope then. At 9:42 p.m., I got one final text. I never meant to hurt you. I know that doesn't change anything. Goodbye. It's been 3 weeks since then. I've heard from mutual friends that Sarah stayed with Megan for a while before finding her own place. She's telling people I overreacted, that she just made a new friend in Miami. As for Jen, she's been trying to reach out to apologize for her role in everything. I haven't responded. Ironically, I was recognized at work for my performance the night everything fell apart. They praised my quick thinking during the Chicago disruption, saying it was some of the best recovery work they'd seen. Turns out, betrayal can make you laser-focused. The house feels different now. It's emptier, but somehow lighter, too. I'm sleeping better, and I've realized how long I've been carrying doubt without even admitting it to myself. Yesterday, I booked a flight to Seattle. Just me. No companion ticket. No special occasion. Just a solo trip. A new beginning. Sometimes, the best form of revenge isn't loud or dramatic. It's stepping aside and letting the truth reveal itself without your interference. It's finding peace while someone else scrambles for their next flight. And sometimes, the most powerful thing you can say is nothing at all.